Good morning. This month's topic is acceptance. And when I looked, this year's topic for unity is perfect vision, seen through a spiritual lens. Now, the dictionary defines acceptance as a person's acceptance to the reality of the situation without attempting to change it or protest it. Now, in my opinion, if we accomplish this, then we are seeing through a spiritual lens. Do you agree? Why is this important to accept? Well, we can never do anything about a problem if we do not accept its existence. An alcoholic will never change until he acknowledges that he has an addiction. So the first step to acceptance is admitting there is a problem. And don't protest it or fight it, just acknowledge it is there. The next step is to ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today to change this or to bring an end to the problem? Now, I have talked about my own addiction to nicotine, and when I finally admitted there was a problem, I could now do something about it. And when I asked, what's one thing I can do today? Well, this may sound a little strange, because as a hypnotherapist and a meditation and life coach, I had helped many people quit smoking, but I was still addicted. Strange, right? You see, until then, I believed that I did not have a problem. And when the day came that I admitted it and asked the question, the answer that came to me was this. Well, you could always use the same techniques that you have shown to others. They worked for them, so they could work for you too. Oh man, what a reality adjustment that was. But I did it, and I was done in one day. In other words, I accepted I had a problem, and then asked how I can change it. I didn't try fighting it any longer. I accepted. I didn't judge. Acceptance is not a weakness. It is a sign of strength if we use it as a positive motivator. Find the good in the situation and allow the answers to come. And then, this is so important, take action. Don't be a daydreamer waiting for someone else to make it happen. You have everything you need to accomplish everything in your life. Now, why is acceptance so important? If you don't accept yourself for who you are, then you will create a number of problems in your life, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. So how do you practice acceptance? First, I would like to refer to the unity prayer. We do not focus on the problem. When praying for healing, we see them as healed. Begging God for help will not get you to the solution, but thanking God for giving us the solution even before it is here is the first step in leading us out of the problem we are in. Accept and be grateful for the solution. This will leave you open to accept the solution when it arrives. Acceptance with a new meaning. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for example, let's say you were married to someone for a couple of years and then found out something about them that you didn't know. For example, you found out they were hooked on prescription drugs. Oh, and the reason you didn't know is because you were young and didn't know anything about it. What would you do? How would it affect your feelings? Would you end the marriage? Or seek ways to help them? In other words, would you judge them or see them as lesser than you? Or would you accept them and seek a solution? I know this is hypothetical to most everyone, but just think about it. You may have your own examples of something that you found out about someone. Or another one. Here is someone that you've known and respected for a long time. Suddenly you found out one of their secrets. Maybe you found out that, let's say, 30 years ago they had been in jail. How would you react? Would you judge? Would you want to know why they were in jail? Or would it matter? Would you have the same opinion, no matter what the reason? Or would you accept the fact that they had earned your respect, and would you still accept and respect them? Think about that one for a minute. Are these heavy questions? Can you relate to them at all? Or do you have your own examples of secrets you have discovered in someone that you've known? I can relate to these examples personally. Now, I always like to use my own stories as examples. So, about a month ago, I started having a strong desire, almost obsession, to contact a teacher that I had in high school. And I really liked and respected, and I wanted to tell him that. I tried Google and I tried everything I could think of, but no luck. Then a few days ago, a school friend of mine sent me his obituary that on July 15th he had passed away. I knew then what the feelings were about. Now, I have to accept that I will never have the opportunity to tell him how much I respected him, and just how much of an impact he had on me in my school years. So I blessed him, and I believe he heard me. Acceptance. Boy, there are a lot of different definitions applying to this action. And I have one that is in my present day, right now, and the reason for me recording this talk. I knew I could not get through today without pausing. So here on this video, I can pause and then come back, and it's okay. I hope you can accept this explanation. Everything really is all about acceptance, isn't it? Now, on Tuesday evening, my phone rang. I saw the name. It was Tom, my close friend from teenage years. First time I went on stage was with him when I was 16. We had a three-piece band. We were going to be stars. When I saw his name, a chill ran through my spine. I knew something was wrong. When I answered, he got right to the point, and I was speechless. But I understood why I had that feeling. He had not been well the last time we talked, and had been going to the doctors, and on Tuesday they gave him the news. He has only a few days to live, at best maybe some weeks. They were not sure. He told me that he didn't want me phoning and having someone else tell me. He also wanted to say goodbye. Now, he lives in Prince George, so it's not like I can just jump in the car and go see him. I have never had anyone call me to say goodbye, and the worst is, there isn't one thing I can do about it. I have lost a lot of my friends, and it's not getting any easier. But this is the first time I have received a call like that for someone wanting to say goodbye. So what does this have to do with acceptance? Well, years ago, I learned to deal with my own death and accept it as part of a natural cycle. And after I went through a near-death experience many years ago, which was really intense and went on seemingly for hours that I was out, I was guided through my own timeline and even possible realities, and shown that there is nothing to fear in death. Now, I'm making a long story very short. I only wish to say how I lost my fear of my own leaving this physical existence. However, when a call like this happened, I realized once again that I have not learned to accept the fact that my friends and family may die before me. Acceptance, it really applies to a lot of things in our life. And now my question is, just how do we learn to accept this? We are all born and we will all die. That is just a fact of life. But does knowing that fact make it any easier to accept? Think about that for a minute and see if you have an answer. If you don't, it's okay. Neither do I. Now, Sharon said to me, honor, do not grieve. My response was, well, that works fine on paper, but now applying that to reality is not the same. However, in meditation I was told to try it. I do not protest or try to change my messages, so I am applying that to my situation now. And it goes something like this. I honor the years that we had and the crazy things we did in our teenage years for fun. The memories live on. They will never die. And I am grateful for those memories. And I honor and bless the days and years we had, knowing that I do not regret a moment. And now, I must let go. I am grateful for our friendship. I am blessed with knowing him. I allow him to move on, as we all must do at some time in our existence here. Anyone who is born will die, and I honor and respect my friends and allow them their time to go. It is not up to me to decide when others have accomplished their life's mission. It is only up to me to be a friend while they are here and bless our time together. Thank you for this lifetime and all the blessings that come with it. Today is a new day, and today I will live it to the fullest and send love to everyone and everything in the universe. In other words, I am stepping back and I am changing my story. I know that is one of my favorites. To end, what is acceptance? And what is a friend? To me, a friend is someone who knows all of your faults and they don't care. They love and accept you anyway. Not in spite of your faults, but because of them. No one is perfect, and I'm grateful for that. Perfection would lead to boredom. Remember that in times of doubt. So if you suddenly find out something about someone you have respected, ask yourself if it is impossible to have acceptance for what you consider a flaw, or to forgive that person that you knew and loved. Today was hard for me. I had to tape it to get through the message I wanted to give. I'm so grateful for being part of and being accepted by this community and the time that we share. Unity is a blessing in my life, and I'm sure I'm not alone in sharing gratitude. We're all here on a mission, and that is ours, not anyone else's. Enjoy it and help others along the way. Your life will be blessed by it. Now just take a minute, just relax. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you do, you feel the white light of being sprinkled with golden flakes. Enter your body, fill every cell in your body with each breath in. You exhale and feel yourself relax more. As you do, look at your neighbors and friends, and you realize that we're all one and we're all on our own path. And the only one responsibility to others is to accept them and allow them to be. It is not our job to criticize or judge. It is only our job to help others in their journey along the way. By doing this, we will help ourselves and help others to grow. Our benefits will be rewarded with the good that we have done to others and the acceptance that we have given to others. You now look at others in a new way. Not judgment, but with acceptance. Acceptance that we all have our own path. Thank you. Take a deep breath and come back. Namaste.